Happy day to you children. Hope you are all staying safe at your home. Already we finished the prose and poem of second unit. Here we are going to see the supplementary reader of the second unit. This story consists of the particular event which was happened in sea travel. Okay, in the ship or on sea travel. Clear, my dear children. Let's get into the lesson. The lesson name is Man Overboard. Man Overboard. Written by Vasanta Murthy. Written by Vasanta Murthy. Is that clear? Man Overboard. Written by Vasanta Murthy. So, in your book, they gave that Vasanta was narrating this story. Likewise, they gave in your book. Okay, let's get into the lesson. Vasanta was on board a ship called SS Rajula. On board means sea travel. Is that clear, children? The ship name is SS Rajula. SS Rajula. Clear, my dear children? She was traveling to Singapore after her stay with her grandparents. She spent the day exploring the ship. Exploring means looking around. Okay. It looked like a big house. The ship looked like a big house. There furnished rooms and a swimming pool, a room for indoor games and a library. These are the things she found there. Clear, my dear children? The next morning, the captain announced that they had a message about a storm in the Indian Ocean. They were traveling in the Indian Ocean. They received a message about the storm. Most of the adults in the ship were panicked. They were afraid of that storm. But see, this little girl Vasanta was excited about that storm because she doesn't know the effects of the storm, right? That's why she was excited to face that. Okay. Then, and the captain announced that those who are having the sickness can stay in that cabins. Okay. Likewise, they announced in the ship. Then Vasanta was excited to face that storm. Seeing the adults, Vasanta remembered her class teacher telling them in a class about a big storm. The teacher was on her way to Singapore. Due to the storm, the ship rocked here and there. And the teacher said everything in the cabin rolled up and down. This incident, which was told by her teacher, made her to imagine more. She thought it would be fun because of her childishness. Okay. Then in the evening, the strong wind started to blowing. The ship rocked here and there. You all know what will happen in a wild storm, right? Especially in sea, we can't control the ship, isn't it or not? You can see in many movies as well as in geography channels. Then huge waves were dashing against it. She noticed a man vomiting over the rails and looked rather blue about the mouth. Which means while shaking, some people will get vomiting, right? That's why that fellow also vomiting and his mouth or turned blue. Okay, his mouth was turned blue. Then a huge wave lashed the ship, and the man who was vomiting fell down into the wild sea. On seeing this, Vasanta was shocked and shouted to save him. The captain heard her voice and came near to Vasanta and inquired about that. On hearing this, the captain sent the rescue team to save the man. On hearing this news, the other passengers in the ship were panicked. Already they were in that state only. They got more panic in that on seeing this scene. Seeing this scene. Then two lifeboats moved towards the man. The captain was watching this rescue operation through a pair of binoculars. Okay, you know what is binocular, right? Then Vasanta could not see what was happening as the boat was too far for her. Okay, so she can't see what was happening there, and she asked the captain to tell. So the captain was giving a running commentary to Vasanta. Okay, then the ship had dropped the anchor but was rising up and down. Man fell down itself, the ship was stopped. Even though the ship was moving up and down, that much the has force. The two sailors caught hold of the rope. One of them tied the rope around his waist with the man in between them. The sailors swam back to the lifeboat. The boat headed back to the ship. They came back to the ship. The ship's doctor was ready at the ship with two nurses and the stretcher. The man was given immediate attention to improve his condition. Vasanta was eager to know the man's condition, so she peeped into that room. Then a nurse told Vasanta that he was saved and would regain consciousness after few minutes. The nurse said, and Vasanta went for a nap. Suddenly, officer came to Vasanta and he said that captain was calling her. Vasanta entered into captain's cabin and he gifted her with a beautiful model of ship. Model, it was inscribed BINS and Co. SS. It was the model of the ship which they were traveling. On seeing this, Vasanta was surprised. She felt happy. She hugged and kissed the captain. She proudly showed the gift to everyone. She was the happiest person on board that day. So here the story ends. Is that clear, children? From this you can understand you have to be very conscious and you have to know what to do in the critical situation. Okay. Vasanta shouted at the right time so that they can save the man. Is that clear, children? So you have to know what to do in the difficult situation. Children, with this let me attach the question and answer and exercise images. Write neatly and legibly. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.